Welcome to episode 12 of Lost Signals. My name is Darrell. I'm joined with JD, just like
How you doing?
pretty much every other time we do this.
I'm
How's it going, buddy?
doing all right, and all but one.
All but one so far.
It's
Hey,
all but one.
and that is going to change. We have some stuff coming up. I just don't want to announce anything big yet, but I mean, I'm working on some stuff in the background here. Got a
Yes,
few interviews lined up. So,
which is awesome.
yeah. Just need to sit around and kick out a time that's going to work and write down some questions that I want to ask, and that's and just do it.
Yeah. So there was you got a question a little while ago, and the question was, "Hey, when's the next podcast coming out, and how come you haven't done it?" And it's because both you and I are busy. We have a lot of things going on in the world. It's just sometimes it's just the way it is.
Yeah, sometimes shit happens, and stuff gets pushed around, and sometimes stuff is out of your control, and shit just happens. So it's like, I apologize for not doing it sooner, but here we are. It's good. It's Wednesday. We're back kind of on our regular day.
Yeah,
Just for this week, though, because who knows what's going to happen next fucking week.
exactly. But you know what? We love doing this, and we're not going to stop doing it. And,
No.
It's not costing us any money, so hey, fuck it, we'll just keep doing it.
I wouldn't say that. I don't know how much money I've spent on equipment already.
Well, that's an investment.
Well, that's true. It's something I'm going to use all the time. I mean, like I bought this mic, and then I bought this adapter. It's all sorts of stuff that I bought. Pay for the website. It's fine. It's all stuff that I enjoy doing. It's fine. It's just
But
money.
you have a lot of irons in the fire. Like you're one of those people that like me. Like there's other projects and other things on the go. So
Oh
it's
yeah.
more
I mean,
than
like,
just-
because there's always other stuff I can be doing too, right?
yeah, and some more productive and some less productive. But yeah, there's always other stuff.
Sorry, I'm just turning my headphones up. Okay, that's better.
It's better.
I couldn't hear myself, which to people that have never recorded or done anything like that, like or played music or anything, if you can't hear yourself, you get lost. You need that feedback.
Yes.
Anyways, so I know we talked about that we aren't going to talk about this, but as much anymore. But there's actually a good segue for this.
Yes.
So Saskatchewan announced yesterday, or the day before, that starting July 11th, no masks anywhere. Nothing. No.
Cheers.
Nothing. It's as long as enough people get the shot, that's it. It's game over.
Yep.
Masks are gone, which is good. So after announcing that, see, this is where my segue comes in.
Yes.
The Saskatchewan Roughriders, my favorite football team, made a big post. They're like, we want you back in the stands. We want all of you there. Please come.
Please come back.
But, I mean, the deal is that you have to get, like, enough people have to get vaccinated to do it. So they're just, like, a plea. It's like, just get vaccinated so we can have fucking football this year.
Yeah.
Because anything else about, like, the vaccination shit was whatever. I don't care anymore. I want to go to a fucking football game.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go get drunk and like throw beer cans at the opposing team, especially if it's
Right, and that should be like the biggest thing you should worry about is those beer cans coming back. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
That's exciting.
yeah, it is. Like it's been a long time coming, and like I think they're shooting for like I want to say sometime in August start. There's going to be no preseason. The way that I'm understanding, they're going to be like a 2-week training camp. There's going to be no preseason and straight into the season. It'll be a shortened, I think they want to say like 14-week season, which I mean, I'll take it. And the Grey Cup is going to be in Hamilton in December, like second week in December, which I get, Toronto still gets cold, but I mean, it's not going to be like trying to have a Grey Cup in Saskatchewan at the end of fucking November, which I've been to twice. It's fucking bad, man.
You have to make sure that you get your shots there because everyone will be huddled together for heat.
Exactly. Yeah, and your flu shot, and and your whiskey shot, and your vodka.
Yeah,
shot.
exactly.
Yeah.
I am immune to everything.
Exactly.
I am sterile inside and out.
That's. I think there was a joke going around. It's like, have you ever been to a Rider game at Old Mosaic Stadium? You're immune to everything because of the amount of fucking vile stuff that's going on in that building. I miss that place though. It's such a good time.
Oh yeah.
But actually, it's a good another segue because something I want to talk about. The Edmonton Football Club finally announced their new name, and I'm on the fence about it.
Okay, so let's get everyone up to speed here. For those of you who are unaware, the Canadian football team is moderate, like 85% similar to the national football team, or Canadian Football League is 85% similar to the National Football League, which is the American Football League. At one point in time, there was talk of cross-border play and inter-league play.
It actually did happen a couple times where the winner of the Grey Cup played the winner of the Super Bowl, but I mean,
it failed miserably.
Yeah.
No one cared.
Yeah.
So for the longest time, much like other sports teams in other leagues, baseball and hockey and whatnot, there have been some teams that have names that no one really thought twice of. But we live in a world where like we're a little bit more considerate and we're a little bit more aware. Like maybe the connotation of certain names, certain nicknames, isn't exactly genuine.
Yeah.
Now there is some argument out there like, well, like the Cleveland Browns, like, well, how can that not be looked at in a negative fashion? Well, that's because in that particular case, the Browns was named after someone named blah 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 Brown.
Yeah, and actually, to interject there too, the Chicago Blackhawks are actually named after a specific member of the Blackhawk tribe, and had permission. So I don't think they'll ever change their name because it's not meant in any disparaging way. No. It's actually honoring them. So I mean, like there are teams that actually do, honor these people. And some of them, I mean, probably not like what the Washington Redskins were called. It's not good, right? Like that's
no. You'd have better luck calling them the Washington Rednecks.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So,
Edmonton.
The Edmonton Canadian Football League team used to be called the Eskimos.
Yes.
There was many arguments about if it actually is
derogatory.
Yeah. I think so. I don't think it was meant in any. It's hard to say how some of this stuff was named though. And yeah, stuff like that was named back in the fucking 30s, 40s, 50s, whenever, like way back in the day. So, they changed their name to the Edmonton Elk. Elk. I can't remember. I want to say it's. Elks, which would make sense, kind of.
The Edmonton Elks.
Yep, it is Elks. The Elks is weird.
Yeah.
But I mean, the plural of elk is elk, not elks. Regardless,
the plural of caribou is caribou.
Yeah, exactly. But the caribou.
The what?
Wow, no, brain's not working today.
Okay.
It's starting to grow on me. I think, like, when I first heard it, it's like, oh, that's stupid.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't like it. Mainly because I liked the name Empire better.
Oh, the Edmonton
What the hell was that? That's
yeah.
Wow.
If
you might go.
We'll
see what happens.
I might. Yeah. Edmonton Elk. I mean, not a bad name.
No, but I liked Empire better.
Empire is good. I like that. The Edmonton Empire. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I think they did use it in some of their branding when they were still labeled as the Eskimos. It's like it's like join the Empire, because it's the alliteration, right? Like the double E.
Yeah.
But I mean, no, it's good. Like the elk or Elks it's a fine name, and it's just gonna be better when the Riders come into town and beat the shit out of them.
Or when the Lions show up and then have dinner.
Yeah, the Lions just come and like lay down on the field, and because that's about as bad as they've been playing lately.
Edmonton elk.
It's not bad. It's not bad. It'll grow on you. They actually had some pretty good designs for their helmets that are like they had like antlers and shit on them. So it looks pretty good. And they changed the color of their green a little bit. It looks like it's a little more, I want to say limey, less earthy, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Less brown in it, more yellow in it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And actually, to me, it looked really good. So, I mean, I'm happy that they picked a name that was decent. But, of course, you go on Twitter, you go on fucking Reddit, you go on wherever, and you see it's like, I can't believe they changed the name. You like fuck it, like shut up. It's not your fucking
Where
choice.
have you been for like the past 2 years?
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah.
It's like I don't get these people. It's like you got it. These people shouldn't have a platform to fucking talk on, let alone fucking, just shut up. Shut up.
This is a conversation I've actually had recently in a interview with a guest on the Media Jack Flipside podcast, where it's people now have a platform they wouldn't normally have a platform. And a lot of people take that opportunity to be like, I have something important to say, or my opinion matters, when it used to be, all right, Meredith, save it for the blog, shut up, pass the salt. Like, people didn't have a public platform before. And now social media has become such a part of our lives these days that a lot of people now feel as though, like, I have 237 followers on TikTok and 694 followers on Instagram. I'm important and my opinion matters. Okay, but keep in mind, one, you're not that important. And two, your opinion is your opinion. It doesn't mean it's fact or it's right.
Exactly. Yeah.
So yeah, I like, me being working in media, I honestly believe that social media is a tool. It is a form of communication. It is a great place to have a platform, to have a soapbox, but not everyone should jump on that soapbox.
Exactly. I think it's in a way a necessary evil to a point, but it
does shine a light on the stupid.
Yeah. There's a lot of stupid. Speaking of stupid, I got actually a good segue into that.
Okay.
We talked about this before a couple times, I think, how old Trumpy had his, first his Facebook and Twitter accounts suspended indefinitely, permanently. Then he started.
You'll get it back in 30 years.
Yeah, exactly. Then he started his own form of Twitter on his from the desk of Donald J. Trump.
Isn't it just a blog?
Yeah, it's gone now already.
What?
Yeah. I read this morning that, it's like after 27 days or 29 days or whatever it was since it first launched, from the desk of Donald J. Trump is now no longer active. Because apparently
what was it?
It was a bunch of rambling fucking like nonsensical thoughts about how he won the election, how he's going to get reinstated as president in August. It's like, shut up.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
And then this morning it magically disappeared. So again, nothing of value was lost.
It was a blog though, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's all it was. There's a blog on his webpage. It's like, fucking just shut up. Like, just go away. Like fucking go die in a fire or something. Like just
go die in a fire.
Yeah.
There's Adderall in there. Just go.
Exactly. There's cocaine and Adderall. Just go get it all. And there's naked pictures of your daughter that you want to fuck, you sick motherfucker.
Oh god, I know. Creepiest fucking thing. Okay, I didn't think I was gonna bring this up, but Jeff Bezos is buying the entire library from like Warner Brothers or something.
Is it Warner Brothers or is it Universal?
I'm not sure. It's one of them. But
it's whoever the James Bond series is on.
Right. But it's also whoever is currently the owner of the Apprentice series.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So a lot of people already took that, went and drew a line, went, okay, so Jeff Bezos is already feuding with Donald Trump. And Jeff Bezos is Mr. Money. And he can do anything he wants. He can buy New Zealand and turn the whole entire island into Nerf if he wanted to, because he has that type of money.
Yep.
So a lot of people already drew a line like, okay, so does that mean that Jeff Bezos is going to be like, I don't know, putting together a supercut of behind the scenes and dealing with Donald Trump? And because like people are already like, oh, it's coming.
Oh yeah. I read an interview one time about some dude that worked on The Apprentice or whatever. Like, Donald Trump would shit his pants on fucking set.
I saw that interview.
Yeah, like it's disgusting. He's a disgusting person.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to talk about him anymore because we can just go on this downward spiral of fucking talking about stupid Trump and fucking all the dumb shit that he's done.
Well, okay, so like a lot of TikTokers, like there's a whole bunch of different categories of TikTok, and one of the categories is political TikTok, and I follow quite a bit, and and trying to get into interviewing more people from TikTok, because I mean it takes a lot of effort to jam something into a 1-minute video and make it entertaining, creative, and also accurate. What was the point I was going to bring up?
I have no idea.
Oh, so the whole thing, like Donald Trump is going to be, he's the true president, and there's Satanists that are controlling the government, and Donald Trump's going to come back in August and whatever. The big goal, the big the joke is they're just constantly moving those goalposts backwards.
Oh yeah, it's just that's a huge grift. They're just trying to get as much money and fleece all these fucking people.
Yeah,
but whatever.
Like it does beg the question, like how many times can you be wrong before that little bit of sense of humble kicks in?
You and I both know that there's no humble in that.
Oh God, no.
That fucking pudgy
Not
body.
Even. and the loyal followers, which I was thinking about it. It is not a political thing. It is not a. It can't be. There's no way it can be a political thing. Nothing like this has ever happened before, where there is just a fever pitch of worship and follow.
Yeah.
And it is nothing more than celebrity crush, power hungry, and a desire to be on the man's good side for financial gain. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. Well, beyond that, you're just bloody crazy.
The funny thing is that, like, I am not a religious person. We've talked about this. It's like
neither am I.
And we might have talked about this at one point. It's like one of the 10 commandments is like, thou shalt not worship false idols, false idols, right?
Yeah.
And then there is a fucking Democratic or a Republican Party fucking meeting in the States someplace, and they had a gold fucking Donald Trump. Like, so fucking hypocritical. Like, fucking figure your shit out. Like, believe one thing, but I mean that goes like the same thing with like abortion and shit like that. It's like they care about they care about a clump of cells, but they don't care about after the kid's born.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's like anyway, it's fucking getting riled up and fucking.
I know. Well, we live in a world that's been hyper fueled by the soap opera that is the American politics.
Oh yeah.
And that is because of Donald Trump. And right now, the United States of America are dealing with this mass shortage of workers. People don't want to go back to work, and there's plenty of full-time positions that are available, and businesses that are opening up.
Fuck.
Yeah. So, like, I was at the gym today, and I was drawing this backwards. And I like to sometimes just try to figure things out. Yeah. Okay, so we're at a point, or you're at a point in the United States where people don't want to go back to work because turns out they either A, can work from home, or B, they're on the pandemic plan to help out with the situation, and they're making more money. And they're also spending more time with family, and they're comfortable, and blah, blah, blah. So people don't want to go back to work. Well, why did we get to this point? Well, because there was a pandemic. But the pandemic should be under control by now. Why isn't it under control? Well, that's
Yeah.
because the president of the United States said, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. When behind closed doors, he knew it was a big deal and he knew that people were going to die and he didn't give a fuck.
Yep.
So then you trace all the way back to before that, it was because the, has Christopher Titus call him sweet potato Hitler. I love it. Anyway, because sweet potato Hitler tried to short sell the pandemic, the seriousness of COVID-19, and tried to make the mask political. Because of that, we're now at a point where people don't want to go back to work because they realized, wait, things are better. So the
I mean, the
absolute shortage of employees is because of Donald Trump.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people don't want to go back too. I mean, like when everybody wants a $15 an hour minimum wage, I don't think that's unreasonable at all. I mean, you look at how much everything has gone up in price over the last couple of years.
Cost of living.
Yeah.
You have to make more than cost of living.
Yeah. And what's rent in a place right now? I mean, I haven't paid rent in a long time. You know, I bought my house at the right time. But
I live in, if you don't mind.
No, go ahead.
I live in northern British Columbia, Prince George. I have a 2-bedroom apartment on, I live on the top floor, which is the 3rd floor. I live on the outskirts of town, not in the heart of town. I live in a quiet neighborhood, and I pay $9.50 a month. That is heat and hot water included. That is it.
Okay, so that's actually not that bad, what I would think for rent, because like when I first moved out in 99 or 2000, whatever the hell it was, I think it was 2000. I was paying $600 a month
For what?
For a 2-bedroom apartment on the top floor of a like a 3-story building. It was $600, and water and heat were included.
When I moved out into a bachelor suite, my entire apartment had 3 doors. It was the closet door, the bathroom door, and the front door. That is it.
Fun.
I paid $450 a month, and it was heat and hot water included.
Yeah. Mind
That
you,
was 1998. That was 1998.
I was going to say, that's probably before you needed internet access and shit.
Yeah, I got the internet like the next year, and it was old school dial-up.
Oh, fuck. Dial-up. Fucking dial-up. I could still hear that screeching.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez. Had some good times on fucking the old dial-up chat rooms, though.
Exactly. But yeah, point is that, you know, cost of living.
Yeah.
Like, people have now gotten to a point where the government has had to step in and help and tried to control this. And it didn't help that there was a lot of back and forth. And I'm not just talking about America. I'm talking about Canada too. There's a lot of people that were pushing back against the government and complaining and bitching and whining, like, how dare you ask us to wear a mask, and how dare you shut down businesses, and you're starving people, blah blah blah. Meanwhile, the government's going like, just please stay home for like fucking 3 weeks and we'll pay you.
Yeah.
So it, like, North America got to a point where people had to stay home, but also they realized that, you know, I've been overworking and I've been working for not as much as I should. And now that I have this free time and this money, I'm eating better and I'm healthier and I'm getting exercise and fresh air, and, you know, my home life is better.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it took this entire time for all these people who have been overworking to realize I'm being treated like shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's like coming out of a bad relationship and then coming out the other end going like, the fuck was I thinking?
Yeah, pretty much. What's this about classmates? You sent me this cryptic message this afternoon. It's like classmates.com, and you actually spelt dot out, and it was weird.
Yeah, that's an old radio habit.
Okay. so and I asked, what the fuck are you talking about? It's like I got a story. It's like, okay, I want to hear about this classmates. What's the background on fucking classmates.com?
Okay, so classmates.com predates Facebook, right?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. So
By quite a bit. I want to say like 04, 03, maybe even earlier than that.
yeah, pretty much. So classmates.com was basically the place to go before Facebook was a thing, and you could reconnect with people that you went to high school with, and it wasn't just limited to like when the website kicked in.
Yeah.
Like you can, as long as people were willing to put in the time, you can say, you know, I went to Lord Tweedsmuir back in 1954. This is my graduating year, and this is my graduating photo, and then help fill in the blanks. It's kind of like ancestry.com
Yeah,
where
yeah.
people can just contribute.
Except for maybe more cousin fucking on Classmates.
Yeah.
Maybe?
So maybe I don't know. Depends on how small the town is. But so anyway, before Facebook, I signed up for classmates.com.
You know, now that you said that, I think I did as well.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
and I think I still
pretty sure
get,
we all did.
I think I still get emails from them. It's like, hey,
Yeah.
Darrell, you have like 35 connections that you missed. It's like, no,
Yeah, someone
Classmates,
from your
just leave me alone, please. Just
someone from your graduating class just posted a new photo, and
no, they
you've been searched 4 times within the past week. Yeah, I get those emails too.
yeah.
So anyway,
the funny thing is, like, if I want to talk to somebody that I graduated with, I can just call them because I know all of them personally. Yet there was only 14 of us.
Oh,
except for like
small town.
Yeah, except for like 2, and the rest of them I could talk to. Anyways, sorry, I interjected. Oh, and now JD's gone again. So here's something funny. We oh yeah, that happens. He'll be back in a minute. We were testing stuff this afternoon before we went live, and then all of a sudden, yeah, JD's gone. Oh, now he's back. I don't know if he can hear me though. Yeah. I didn't shut anything off. I just kept going with it.
Yeah, I can see it.
I was making fun of you.
Yeah.
See, that's that pulp mill thing again. You know?
Yeah. I didn't send enough dude beer, clearly.
That's an inside joke that we made on a bunch of streams a while back. But
oh my goodness, yeah.
anyways, back about classmates.com, as I was
Yes.
concurrently making fun of you.
So I get this chill down my spine every time I get a notification from classmates.com. And the reason why is because I, unfortunately, and I know there's been like quite a few people, and I wouldn't be surprised if you were one of them as well, have had issues with people who refuse to take no for an answer. And
we just did a whole episode about this.
Did we?
Yeah, last week.
Oh
last
yeah,
episode.
But we didn't get into any of my stories.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough.
So I actually at one point in time I actually had to get a not a restraining order, but lower level from a restraining order while I was in high school.
Really?
Yes.
From a girl or a dude? Or?
Oh yeah, no, a girl. So here was the situation: is that back in high school, a buddy of mine was dating a nice young girl. At least I thought she was nice, whatever. And then him and I became best friends, and to this day, him and I are still friends. Turns out that during this time, his girlfriend was planning on leaving him, and then I came along, and then she had planned on leaving him for me.
Uh-oh.
I wasn't interested, like nowhere near, right? So Dan, my buddy, told me about this because he's like, dude, I think my girlfriend wants to break up with me, and I'm like, I'm sorry. He goes, whatever. Like he wasn't into it at all. So then this little charade started to happen where it turns out that Dan's girlfriend at the time was trying to get Dan to hook up with her best friend, and while she was trying to hit on me, and it got real weird. Anyway,
wow.
I'm skipping over a lot of details just to get to the meaty bits here. So at one point in time, I guess she followed me home because she knew where I lived.
Oh.
Or we did live in a time where cell phones weren't exactly as prevalent as they are now. So like I have a last name that's quite unique,
Yeah.
especially in the lower mainland of British Columbia. So she probably just looked up my last name and boom, there's my address because I lived with my father. So at one point in time, my dad comes home and says, "Hey, did you invite some people over?" I went, "No, why?" He goes, "Well, yesterday we came home, him and his wife. Yesterday we came home and we saw these two young girls, and they were like knocking on your bedroom window." I'm like, no, I was at work. He goes, "Yeah, I know. I was wondering why you would invite people over when you were at work." It's like, yeah. And also my friends use the back door because they know to go to the back door.
Yeah.
Oh, well, whatever. Weird. Okay, fine. Right. So then I asked him to describe these two women and these two girls. And he goes, "I don't know. One of them short-cut red hair. The other one was a long blonde, like long hair blonde. Right. Okay, cool. So a couple days later, I'm at school and I see Dan, and who is literally within hours about to be his ex, and it clicked. And like, short-cut red hair, long hair blonde, tap, 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 tap. Hi. And the girl turns around and has big wide eyes and like, "Hi." I'm like, "Yeah, were you trying to get my attention or come over to my place?" She goes, yeah, we were. And then the girl standing next to her, short-cut red hair, she a little bit lacking in the mental department.
Yeah.
Said, yeah. We tried to get your attention, but your window was locked.
Holy
Beg
fuck.
your pardon?
Wow.
I'm like, okay, don't do that. Thank you.
No, it's
And
creepy
don't
as
ever,
fuck.
don't ever come by my place ever again. So then, about a week later, my father says, "Hey, there's some people here." I'm downstairs.
Yeah.
I live in the bottom floor of the house. He goes, "Hey, there's some people here, but who's here?" He goes, "I don't know. Some girl from your school says that she wants to take you out for a ride in her uncle's truck." I'm like,
You gonna get stabbed or something? Or what?
so I go upstairs, and sure as shit, there is the young woman with long blonde hair, and she's standing beside this short-cut redhead woman.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Hi," and she goes, "Hey, you want to go for a ride?" I'm like,
No.
in what? Right at this point in time, I don't have my driver's license.
Yeah.
She goes, in my uncle's truck, and she points, and there's a fucking 18-wheeler sitting out front.
What?
I'm like, "No, I gotta go to work in like an hour, so thanks, but no." So anyway, shut the door and go to my father and go, "Dad, did those two look familiar?" He goes, "Kind of." "Why?" I said, "The two that were trying to break into my bedroom." He goes, "Oh shit, sorry."
Oh man.
She seemed kind of nice. So anyway, skip ahead. Like it got bad because at one point in time, they were literally again trying to break into my bedroom window, and that's when I had to get the not the restraining order, but like the order of protection or whatever. Blah 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 blah. So now skip to Classmates. I signed up for Classmates, and I didn't think anything of it, and then Facebook started coming around, and didn't think anything about Classmates, and then all of a sudden I started to get these notifications on Classmates. This was like 2009. 2009. And I see that these notifications are coming from one person.
Oh no.
So I go and look, and I see, oh hey, it's that short cut red hair girl.
Yeah.
I don't want to use her name because if she ever sees this, then no. So anyway,
Hey,
so
it's more followers for the podcast.
not the type of followers we want.
It's not just about you, JD. Just remember that.
Yeah, oh sure.
I'm fucking kidding, by the way. Just so we're clear. Yeah. Anyways.
I thought you liked me. So anyway, I was thinking to myself, like, it's been over a decade. Like, clearly this person like wants to connect, maybe, just to, I don't know, make amends,
apologize,
whatever.
or
yeah, exactly, right, yeah. So I sent her a message on Classmates, and I paid fucking $7.99 to do this, and I was like, oh, fuck it, I'm gonna get a use out of it anyway, right?
Yeah, like, did they kiss you before they fucked you, or what?
Yeah, no shit.
Fucking
Jesus.
$7.
So
anyways,
I just said, like, message me on Facebook. So she messaged me on Facebook, and we were having a conversation and chatting away, blah 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 blah. And then she goes, I see you living in Prince George. I'm like, yeah, yeah. She goes, I said, where are you? She goes, oh no, I'm still in the Lower Mainland. I have a family now. I have a son, and I was like, oh, that's good, that's good,
Yeah,
that's good.
yeah.
Right, yeah, yeah. She goes, have I posted photos of my son on Facebook. Feel free to take a look. So I go and take a look, and I immediately froze because her son's name was JD. I did not sleep that week.
I don't blame you. Jesus Christ.
Oh, I just like my girlfriend at the time, who would eventually become my wife, like looked at me and she says, "You look like you just saw a ghost." I said, "I think I fucking just died." Like,
I
one
got
of the girls.
I got something similar to that. My ex,
Yeah.
the one that we had the discussion about last podcast.
Yeah.
Her fiance is the generic version of me. I think I can't remember if we talked about this on the podcast.
We talked about this off air.
Yeah, I don't care now because whatever, she ain't never gonna listen to this. But no, she looks like the generic Darrell, or he looks like generic Darrell. He looks like you get out of like a second rate fucking cereal box. You know what I mean?
If you wanted to order your own Darrell, you didn't go to eBay. Instead, you went to Wish.com.
Exactly.
You got
Yeah,
that Darrell.
You got Wish Darrell, not fucking real. He's got like these dead eyes and shit. Anyway, I don't want to. Yeah, but I know what you're talking about. It's fucking creepy, man.
Oh, I blocked her immediately. Like, oh geez, I shut down classmates.com, but I thought I shut down classmates.com. It was a little while later. I was like, I'm still fucking paying for this.
That's actually a good segue into one of our other topics for today. But let's hold off on that one.
Sure.
So now I think we're done with the classmates because that's just getting too fucking creepy.
Oh yeah, no, I have other stories of stalkers. Trust me, but it has nothing to do with classmates.
Well, we got lots of time to talk about that.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna bring up a new recurring segment. Is since JD and I JD works in media and I just am a music junkie. We're gonna be
musician.
I am a musician, actually. So fun story. I have my first show in like over a year on Friday.
Nice.
It's all COVID protocol, so it's gonna suck because I'm gonna have to wear a fucking mask on stage and shit, and I'm gonna have to sing through a mask supposedly. We'll see what happens.
What?
It's dumb. So,
okay.
The band has to all be masked while we're playing.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, even the singer, which makes no sense. Anyways, we're gonna try and figure out a way around it.
Yeah.
So. No, we're pumped about it. It's a new band. We're playing the drummer's wife's 50th birthday.
Cool. Very cool.
Yeah. So and surprisingly enough, we're doing a couple Tragically Hip songs, and that's actually what I've been listening to this week. And I bought this. It's the Tragically Hip Saskadelphia. It's 6 unreleased songs from the Road Apples era. Well, they were recorded right during that era. Actually, it's pretty cool vinyl too. But
5 studio, 1 live, right?
Yes. And the song Montreal was about the mass shooting in 96, I think. 95, somewhere like in the early 90s. At that French school, I can't remember. Anyways, so I bought this the day they announced it on like
it was like 2 Thursdays ago.
Yeah, and I bought it that day. It's like
nice.
as soon as it came up, I'm like, fuck it, I'm buying this. Like, why not? It's like I don't have enough vinyl as it is. It's like fuck it, so I bought it. It showed up 3 days later.
Wow.
I live in a small town northeast of Saskatoon. Yeah. For me to get something from Toronto in 3 days is unfucking heard of. It doesn't happen. It never happens.
It's one of those times you step outside like, who the fuck's watching me?
Yeah, exactly. So and another thing that I just bought was City and Color vinyl, a re-release. They only made like 500 of them, so of course I had to fucking buy it because I'm a moron. Because I had it already, so might as well buy the re-release.
Right.
Same thing. I bought it on a Friday and it showed up on Tuesday. Like, that's unheard of.
Wow. That is incredible.
So I bought another record. I ordered it on New Year's Eve. It showed up after both of those other records. Like 6
Whoa.
months.
Holy Christ.
6 months.
What was
It was a pre-order, but
Okay.
it was. Come on, where are you? I think we've talked about this before, but this is the band that got me into like heavy music, and it's nope, that's not right. Stop it.
The anticipation is killing me.
Fear Factory's demanufacturer.
Oh, nice. That thing is
Yeah.
shiny.
What's that?
It's shiny. It's
Oh,
beautiful.
dude, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. I spent like a lot of money on this. Mainly because it came from the States, because nobody here was offering it. But yeah. That's so pretty. Look at that shit. I mean, the reflection ain't gonna do anybody any favors.
No,
here,
it
but-
looks good. It looks
Yeah.
like it's like a slate of marble.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's sick. I've been looking for this on. There's a website I go on called Discogs that my buddy Tyler. Hey Tyler, shout out.
Hey. What's up, Juicy Moose Juice?
Yeah, he got me on there, and so this album was never released on vinyl in North America, but you can find it in Europe for like $300 plus shipping.
Okay, how did you get it then? How much did you pay?
This one?
Yes.
Oh no, that was like the original pressing. This is
okay.
a re-release. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I think I paid $50 for this plus shipping, so it ended up being $100. After exchange and shit.
Whatever, still worth it.
It's totally worth it. It's like my favorite metal album of all time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been listening to that.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, right before we came online, I was listening to. Since I bought a new record player, that's all I've been doing is listening to fucking vinyl again. This Slayer album,
Nice.
Undisputed Attitude. It's pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Anyways,
So that's what you're spending.
that's some of the stuff, and then when I've been driving, I've been listening to a lot of downbeat fucking like house music, like electronic stuff. I can't even describe it. It's channel like 53 on Sirius XM.
Oh, that's
It's not BPM.
no, it's Diplo.
No, 50. It's not the Diplo one. It's the 54. Then it's the one right above Diplo.
Oh.
I think
Anyway,
it
makes it like.
it's SXM Chill, I think, and it's just like
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
when you're driving, it's just like because there's no real words and shit. It's just fucking like electronic beat. It's good. I love it. It's great stuff.
It's a backing track.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what it is.
Yeah, you can just sit back, relax, and fucking chill out and
Yeah.
listen to some tunes and yeah. So what are you listening to, bud? Like fucking.
Well, on the same thread, I'm gonna bring it up real quick here on my phone. I discovered the Mondo Sex Head remix of some of Rob Zombie's most popular songs, and we're talking like More Human Than Human, Super Beast, Dragula.
I want to say that I've heard this before.
Yeah, but it's all heavy dub remix.
Yeah.
Like I love it, and it's something that like it got me through a couple of great workouts and a couple of really boring drives.
Yeah.
But I just discovered that. I know it's been around for a little while.
Yeah.
But something that just came out that I immediately glommed onto and bought the digital version of is Fozzie's new album, or Fozzie's new single, Sane.
I read something about it. I didn't hear it yet though. So
It's good. Like kudos to Chris Jericho. I mean, he is up there alongside the likes of Dwight Yoakam when it comes to multi-genre talent. Dwight Yoakam is
he's an incredible actor and a fucking kick-ass singer.
Yes, and like Chris Jericho is an actor, a wrestler, an entertainer,
Yeah.
and a singer songwriter. He's got incredible stage performance because, of course, he does.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah. So, like when he moved to AEW from WWE, he was given permission to use his own theme music, and so he comes out to Judas, which is a great tune.
Yep. It is.
And it's also like one of the only times I can think of where people are singing along louder than the entrance music. And it's
Kurt Angle when he came out to the "You Suck" chant.
oh yeah, but that's I mean Kurt Angle didn't record that.
No, he definitely didn't.
But the new single by Fozzy, "Sane," is awesome. It's
I'm gonna have to check it
great
out.
rocker. Yeah, it's awesome. So that's what I've been spinning for the past couple of weeks now.
Nice. I forgot that I ordered 2 more fucking records the other day.
Are they outside?
No, they're not. I don't think they're here yet. They'll be here. They should be here tomorrow. I was on Instagram and I follow like, City and Color and Alexis on Fire and fucking they're on a label called Dynalone Records. They actually own it. I think Alexis on Fire and City and Color own the label.
Okay.
So they can put out whatever they want. So they had a sale as there was 2 City and Color singles that I didn't have that were special different variants of songs. It's like $20 for the 2 of them. I'm like, fuck. So I bought them.
You do this to me.
Yeah.
My wallet squeaks as it is when I open
it. Yeah. But no, actually, I just had a good idea. So what we're gonna do with this, what we're spinning segment is that we're gonna create a Spotify playlist, and then both of us can contribute to it, and then we'll share it with you guys, and and we're all like, if you want us to talk about some other music, or you got something that we should hear, just shoot us an email at info@lostsignals.ca, or hit us on Twitter, Lost Signals Pod. Yeah.
That'd be cool. Yeah, that's
a good idea.
I like the idea. Yeah. I've never created a public Spotify playlist.
I have a bunch. They're not good, but I mean, they're just yeah.
We'll take suggestions. I mean,
well, absolutely
anything.
Yep. So one more thing that we were going to talk about is and something you alluded to before with your fucking Classmates subscription.
Yeah.
So what about times that you forgot to cancel stuff? So like
times where it cost you when you forgot to cancel stuff.
Yes.
We're not talking about canceling plans.
No. Like, so you and I were talking about before the show. It's like, well, fuck. It's like I forgot to cancel this and I got charged for an extra month of this. It's like,
yeah.
Okay, so I got stuff like I do listen to audiobooks, and I think everybody that I know has at least signed up for Audible and got the free trial and then forgot to cancel after the first month.
Yeah.
So I did that a bunch of times.
But here, okay, so before we move on from that, like when it comes to Audible, I mean, like, it's one of those things where like you get your first audiobook, right? There's clearly you go to Audible because there's like you get an opportunity to listen to an audiobook that you're already interested in. Mm-hmm. And then
Ready Player One thing that we talked about.
Yeah, exactly,
yep.
right?
Yep.
And then you accidentally forget that.
Oh no, he did it again. That's a great look. I gotta fucking save that. Oh, it'll be. Oh yeah. Oh, that's great. JD, you take the best fucking like dumb fucking pictures when you're doing that. I think the point that he was trying to make is that like you go with you listen to the book that you want to, but then you just forget to fucking cancel it. That's why Jeff Bezos has so much money. Come on, JD. It shows that you're talking. Well, then, you better come back right away because I'm going to run out of things to talk to. Other things that I remember subscribing to and then not. Oh, is he back? Is he back? He's back.
Am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
Back. So the point I was trying to make was, okay, now you have this free credit from Audible.
Yep.
Not a bad thing. Now you're going like, well, shit. Well, I guess I could just, and then you pick a book and it's like, you're getting 12, 14, 20 hours, depending on the book, of like free entertainment of something that you're already interested in. So
I listened to It by Stephen King, and
Yep.
it's 40 hours.
Yep, exactly.
For technically free,
Yeah.
like if you do it right. And the thing is, you do get to keep it. And no, we're not sponsored by Audible or Audible, whatever.
Although, man,
I would like to be sponsored by anybody at this point.
But Audible, 100%.
Yeah.
I will flog that.
Yeah.
Totally.
Exactly.
Something that we were talking about was I have my meal plans for the next couple of days because I forgot to cancel a HelloFresh subscription. And that's a $78 hit a week.
A week? Oh, damn. So, like, do they send you like every week or every 2 weeks?
Every week.
Damn.
Like, you can schedule it. Here's the thing is that you can schedule it, right?
Yeah.
And they send you these wonderful things and these instructions and blah, 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 how to do it, right? You can be like, no, not this week, but,
Next
2
week.
weeks, 3 weeks from now, right? Unless you forget. Then it's like, it's coming next week.
Oh, man. That's
a $78 a week hit. And
that's expensive to me.
very expensive.
Like,
yeah. So
I can
as soon
eat
as-
at home by myself for like fucking like $30 if I need to.
oh yeah. Like
Way
my
cheaper
budget,
than that if I have to.
yeah. My budget's like good. It's solid, right?
Yeah.
take it at like fuck. But
yeah.
there was Audible, there was HelloFresh. There was another example that I had of something that I forgot to cancel. I can't remember what the heck it was.
I guess it's not the same as canceling, but what was that CD subscription or tape
God.
and DVD thing that they had?
I
back
got
in-
hammered. Columbia House.
Yes.
I got hammered by that.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh fuck! I don't remember how many times I fucking signed up for that. So, and you get all these CDs, and they're all shit, or tapes, or whatever. Like they're all just garbage. Like
We will send you CDs that we believe you will enjoy based on your prior order. Bullshit.
No.
You sent us crap is what
Yeah.
you sent us.
like some stuff I got from them was okay, but the rest was like Jesus Christ, like this is fucking terrible.
I know.
Oh, well, because it was all from Columbia, like the record label. So like you're not getting all of the bands that you want to hear.
No,
That-
you're getting the stuff that they have.
Yeah, this is the nice thing about the digital age, where it's like if you want to listen to something, you just listen to it. That's it.
Something else I forgot to cancel, and I just recently did it because I just remembered, was like we live in a world of streaming services and whatnot, and like I have Netflix, I have someone else's Disney Plus,
I also have someone else's Disney Plus.
and I think you and I both have Amazon Prime.
Yes.
Yes. Well, Amazon Prime comes with the Amazon Prime Video.
Yes.
Yes. So you can get additional channels like Stacked and BritBox and stuff like that off of Amazon Prime.
I had what the fuck the horror one.
Fancy. I can't
So my dogs are being
remember.
loud.
I don't know what one that is because I'll never watch horror shit.
Shudder.
Shudder. Okay, yeah.
You won't watch horror movies. Okay, that's a segue into next week's episode or the next episode. I'm just gonna sit here and berate you with fucking horror movie trivia.
I'll tell you stories as to my experiences with horror movies.
That's perfect. That night, you can mark that on your calendars, folks. We're talking about horror movies.
So I noticed that on Amazon Prime Video that they had a channel called BritBox, and I got it immediately after my cable provider said we're no longer holding the BBC Canada channel.
Okay.
And I was upset because like it gave me an opportunity to watch some of my favorite British sitcoms and series and TV shows and stuff like that. So I ordered BritBox, and it's like, we'll give you a month for free. It's like, great. Well, and then I didn't watch it for like 3 months, and I was
Yeah.
getting these charges of Amazon Prime Channel. Like, what the fuck is that?
And it's
then I
probably
realized,
$5 or
like,
$6 a month at least.
yeah, it was, I think, yeah, something like
Yeah.
that. But still, it's just like, I had I remembered I had it, I would have watched the entire series of Red Dwarf by now.
Never watched it.
Well, yeah, I mean preferences, but whatever. Like
Yeah.
they had Red Dwarf, they had Blackadder, they had Mr. Bean, they have
they
Thin
have-
Blue Line.
They have Misfits.
Yes. Oh yeah.
I fucking love Misfits.
Yeah.
It's so good.
So that was another one. Like I just totally forgot that that's
Yeah.
a subscription I forgot to cancel. And when you do that, like it fucking costs money.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So
And sometimes it's not an insubstantial amount of money either. It's like, holy fuck, it's like $25 or $30. Like that's coming out when you don't realize it.
or $78.
Yeah, a week. Yeah, I know. Like I'm subscribed to. I'm a nerd, but like the Linus Tech Tips. They have their own streaming service called Floatplane, where you can subscribe to specific content creators. So I subscribe to that, like the Linus Tech Tip page, and it's $5 a month. But you know what I mean? If you forget about it, I mean, it's only $5, but it's like sometimes it's like, oh fuck, why am I having less money in my account? It's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
But that
I sent-
all that streaming stuff adds up.
Yeah.
And
I
I
sent-
I don't remember the last time I actually watched Netflix, but I still pay for it.
I watch Netflix on a weekly basis. Same thing with the other services. Something else I just remembered that I paid for, and then I forgot to cancel was Skillshare.
Oh,
a
yeah, yeah.
great resource site. And this camera here, I got Skillshare because of this camera. It's a beautiful Canon EOS Rebel T3i. If you don't know cameras, that's just a bunch of gibberish. If you do know
Yeah.
cameras, you know that this is a multifaceted piece of machinery.
Well, it's a digital SLR, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It came with no instruction manual, but I watched Skillshare, and this guy in the video and shows examples and like follow along, and this is what you do, blah 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 blah. I learned a lot about this camera.
Yeah.
But then a month went by, and I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah. So my argument to Skillshare though is like, I find that there's enough tutorial stuff on YouTube specifically about that sort of stuff that I wouldn't, for me personally, I wouldn't want to spend on a specific subscription to something like that.
Yeah.
Unless,
My argument.
well, I guess it depends.
My argument for Skillshare is the fact that it took Canon camera Rebel series,
Yeah.
boom, and then there was no searching, no nothing like that. It's just the entire thing is right there.
That's fair, because sometimes that shit it's pretty
Scattered.
it's buried too, you know,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
because especially if you're having a hard issue with something. I know, so
Yeah.
like similar to the vein that we're talking about, like I fix computers in my spare time. And every once in a while I'll get somebody's computer and it was like, oh well, it's giving me this error. It's like, well, you need to show me this error so I can look at it.
Yeah.
Or, you know, like I'll have it sitting here and I finally get this error to show up. And then I look it up because, I mean, let's be honest, anybody that works in IT of any sort, Google is their best friend. And that's how they're finding this shit.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh yeah, you Google this error code and something shows up from fucking 7 years ago. Somebody had the same fucking error.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, never mind, I found it. And then you never hear anything again. It's like, how they
Where's
fixed it.
the answer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where I could see like Skillshare being more useful than YouTube or, you know, just random forums, if there actually is videos about that sort of stuff out there.
Before we wrap up, there is
Yeah.
one thing. Like the Skillshare, like I utilized it since I already paid for it. Like, fuck, I might as well just see what's available. And I saw a couple of things that were really handy. But it also like it's a bit of a crapshoot. There was someone on there. It's like how to get more traction on your YouTube and blah blah blah, tips and tricks and blah blah.
Yeah,
blah.
yeah.
So then this woman who apparently is is an expert in this field, talks about the quality of video and the quality of audio and how to do content and how to create videos that'll attract more people to your channel. But during this, like it was broken up for argument's sake, 17-part series.
Yeah.
I got into part 3 and her microphone is down here. And you can't hear basically anything. And then all of a sudden, you get to part 5, and our microphone's up here. How are you a fucking professional?
You're not a professional, Dad.
I like it. It started like it started to piss me off to the point where I couldn't follow the instructions or even learn anything from it anymore. It just,
That's terrible.
it is, and
it's the practice what you preach thing, right? You know, like
Yes.
if you're gonna do something, you do it right,
yeah.
or at least have somebody else watch your fucking video before you put it out. I mean, I don't anymore because I know what we're putting out.
Yeah,
You
but
know.
but at the same time, like I'll edit my interviews and I do because I want to clean it up. So
Yeah.
it gives me an opportunity to listen to it and watch it and go back and like make it a couple adjustments or clear out some dead space or whatever.
Yeah.
If I were just to throw something up and be like, I'm a professional interviewer, and there's like it's unclean. There's a lot of places that are just like dead air or ums and ahs, or there was a question that was re-asked. It doesn't come across as professional, and
Yeah.
it pissed me off because like you're on this paid site and you're talking about video quality and audio quality, and yet you can't control your own fucking levels.
Yeah. It's what it is.
Is what it is.
Yeah. That's a good place
Let's wrap it up
Yeah.
before I disappear again.
Exactly. It's classic. Well, you know, at least you're here for most of it. There's a couple minutes I had to just ad lib. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, this has been episode 12 of Lost Signals. My name is Darrell.
I'm JD.
Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you out there.
Take care.